Welcome everyone to the Moisky News for February the 6th, 2020. Today we're going to discuss what's been going on with one of the now 4 candidates for leadership of the Labour Party. In this case, it would be Rebecca Long-Bailey, who has got the support of Unite, one of the biggest unions, and that union in particular backed Corbyn. In fact, many that supported Corbyn back her, which has led to the accusation that she is a continuity Corbyn candidate, something which Len McCluskey, leader of Unite, disagrees with, going so far as to say that she is her own individual. People will see she is strong, courageous, brave, certainly capable, and able to take forward her vision, which seems oddly similar to that of Jeremy Corbyn's, but we'll get to that at a later date. This came about because of an interview that McCluskey gave on Sky on Sunday, where he claimed that Labour's election defeat was virtually and solely down to Brexit. Yes, it was entirely that and the party's inability to have one actual position on it, and not their manifesto, poisonous policies, poisonous tactics. No, and of course, inability to tackle key problems within its own party. No, not that at all. Now, to continue with Len McCluskey on the subject of Rebecca Long-Bailey, Len has decided to tell moderate Labour MPs that they should quit the party now if they are not prepared to accept Rebecca Long-Bailey as Jeremy Corbyn's successor. That was shortly after he announced that they were backing her for leader of the party. I would say this, dear Len, you need the moderates. You really do. In fact, you lost a lot of moderates before, and you're going to keep losing them. Now, there are arguments that the party is not going to find its way back to where it once was, but to try and make it a party that can win a general election, I'm not convinced pushing it in the direction you are pushing is going to get you what you want, and it is certainly not going to get the support of the general public. He also said that critics would be better to clear out now too. I think, because this is an often misunderstood position, if there are critics within your party, that's good, because it keeps you honest. Now, as I said, Rebecca Long-Bailey was the 3rd leadership hopeful to make it onto the final ballot. That was shortly after Sir Keir Starmer, who has a huge number of unions backing him, and Lisa Nandy, who, in all honesty, I didn't think would get this far, but actually she's remarkably popular and has quite a lot of experience. So I think it's worth addressing what she stands for at a later date. The 4th candidate who scraped through was Emily Thornberry. Well done to her. To continue with Rebecca Long-Bailey, she's been accused of lying over a number of claims that she worked until the early hours of the night to prepare for the next day parliamentary committee because a Labour moderate quit. Well, unfortunately with that particular lie, that meeting didn't take place till 5 days later. It's best you look at your diary properly. Don't trust everyone else. They're going to screw with you because it's funny. And because you got the dates so massively wrong, it's a weird flex that is easily debunked and makes you look really bad, as if your TV interviews didn't do that enough already. Quite frankly, it's astonishing you've gotten this far with how bad those car crash interviews were during the general election. I will say this though, I am somewhat surprised you apologised as quickly as you did after you referred to a brain-damaged constituent as a vegetable. You were made to apologise because of the backlash, but there was, and is, a context. Sadly, as we all know, it doesn't matter. The context is that she was discussing during hustings how one of her constituents had an accident and a severe brain injury. During hustings, she explained that she had been gifted a bottle of wine after she helped secure a medical review for this man, after he had been previously told there was no hope by care staff. While she was talking about that, she also explained that he'd been moved to a new treatment program because of her intervention. I don't think it was entirely because of that, but I'm sure it played a part. And that he had gone on from being a practical vegetable to having a hope for the future. Considering the job you are now going for, that is a remarkably brave choice of words. I don't think you should have had to have apologised, but then again, I don't know if you really stand a chance at winning the leadership. If you do, these words might come back to haunt you. If PMQs is anything to go by, it'll be very interesting. Yes. I do tend to think that it was less that she intended to say practical vegetable, and she'd forgotten the term vegetative state, which is the politically correct turn of phrase, and for a progressive candidate, one they may want to consider remembering in the near future when they describe their formerly vegetable constituent. Yes. With what Rebecca Long-Bailey is trying to accomplish, but also what's been going on along with the support she's receiving, I'm very much interested to know what you think. So please do let me know in the comments down below.